Good morning. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session. Almost said something different. Session so far. We just got out of some medium impact news at 9 o'clock, to which I took one trade right after. It was a divergence trade, and it's there. Actually, both of my trades so far this morning were divergence trade. Actually, I took 3 trades. I forgot. Divergence off the new session high there, which was a TP. A deeper, I'm pretty sure this was divergence as well, which was a break even, and then got another divergence trade right there for a full TP, and now we're here. So I'm 2010. Yeah, something like that. All right. Let's see. No change. And that was the setup. I sat out of it because I'm a little. We'll see what happens. It was still one. All right. I was a little worried about how the previous bar reacted off of the entire zone like that, but it still worked out exactly how it was supposed to. So, and also my levels weren't really in order at the time when it first started, that swing first started. So it's a little confuzzled. It's all right. So I will mark that one as I sat out of it. Because I really just started taking that particular divergence when the previous bar touches the red or green level of the zone. I just start I haven't even taken one live yet. I just started tracking it because most of the time with divergence, I don't take that. But with that particular divergence, I can. Don't know what's the difference between them, but the alternate one I can. So, good morning, Amelia. Ooh, you getting a payout? Hey, yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. That is super exciting. Are you, so you're going to be, oh wait, is it with Apex? So you're going to be able to request the first? Or is it with a different company? Either way, congratulations. Good morning, Janelle. Good morning, good morning. All right, I don't really want to take, well, I guess I can now. Depending on how we react at one of these levels, though. Don't want a level to go through the body of the candle. All right, 651. So I'm gonna be a sugar mama like Janelle. I'm weak. You're welcome. You're welcome. I am weak. Stop it. I did. So I think I remember yesterday having a couple of setups where I was like, I have to figure out how I can trade when my trail and stop level that changes the half trends to the next trend. I have to figure out how to trade when that goes through the body of my entry candle, and I think I've figured it out. So if it sets up at some point today, I probably will sit out of it just because I really just started collecting data for it. So I have probably 10 examples, which sounds like a lot, but it's really kind of not. So I'll probably sit out of it today, but I'm pretty sure I just want the POC in the body, and it needs to be whoever's in control needs to be the same direction of my trade direction. So if I'm going for a sell, it needs to be in the body of the entry candle with sellers still in control, kind of thing. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, so I think I've figured it out. And it would make sense for it to be that way because the one only other time that I trade that way, I need the POC to have the same volume of my trade direction as well. So we'll see. Also, I still don't know why this does this. I legit don't understand. I wonder if... No, that shouldn't be it. I feel like it started doing this when I made it 3 days on my charts instead of 7. But that shouldn't affect the news indicator though. But I have a feeling. So after I'm done journaling, well, I can't do that because it's not going to show. All right, let me try something because I need the news. That was the whole purpose of having an indicator, and now I'm having to just remind myself of certain times and stuff, and that defeats the whole purpose. But let's see. Wake up, body same. Okay, so it needs to be body same. It looks like. All right, we didn't get filled there. Tried to get filled for the buy right there. That buy. Why is it's all the divergences that are setting up today? Let's see. Oh, well, that's why we had a no fill. Skipped right on through. Cool beans. POC was neutral in that candle, so I couldn't take that trade. That would have been a very great buy. It's not with Apex, so I get to request tonight after Martin. Nice. Let me shut down my platform. Yeah, no getting tempted. Go secure that payout, honey buns. Yes, thank you, thank you. I feel like it's been a long time coming. A long, long time coming. All right. I don't like how we rejected that fast, but gotta take it. All right, we gotta take that. Although I do wonder, are you gonna stop me out to go where I want you to go? That would be pretty trash. I'm gonna tell you something that I've been thinking about, and it affects me on this particular trade. I'm gonna look through my trade journal to see. But first of all right, yeah, let me make sure. I'm starting to not really like, okay, I'm getting into a sell. We're at the overnight low, or what is this? Yeah, we're at the overnight low, which isn't the problem. But what I've been noticing, and I don't know if this is with every level, but I at least noticed it on the major support and resistance level. I could take a sell here, but I think it needs to wick through and not go through the body of my entry candle, because technically it is a support level. You know what I mean? I'm gonna look through my trade journal later today and see if I need to do that at every like low high kind of thing, because I think so. I think if it because there's been a couple of trades where like it's been a buy at the prior high and it wicked through and it worked out just fine. But I usually don't take any buys at the prior high or any sells at the prior low. So I have a feeling that that's part of it, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll see. I ain't really tripping off of that loss. For me right now, I just want to take every trade. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. I'm fine. I just want to take every single one. That's what matters most to me right now. All right, that just invalidated itself. But I have a feeling that that's a thing. So I'm going to look into it today. I've been meaning to anyway, but yeah. I just got a feeling. And sometimes your hunches be right. Let's see. It's going to kind of be impossible. The one thing that I don't like about TradeZella is I want to be able to where if I filter through something, I want to be able to click it and see all the trades that happened with that without having to, because there's a certain way, like if I'm looking through the reports or something, there's a certain way that you can filter it, in the dashboard, which is fine, but that's not what I'm looking for. That's the one thing that I wish that they would like change. If I look at the reports, or even if I look at a playbook, like if I look at a playbook and I want to click on a certain entry criteria, I should be able to click it and you show me all the trades with that particular criteria. But it doesn't do that. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? But I definitely want to look at that. Do they have a way for you to... movie side? What if I want that? Oh, I forgot you could change. Alright, well. Yeah, that's something I'll look at later. And probably for the rest of the session, if I have more situations like that, I'm just not going to take the trade since I already have like a little hunch about it. But I'll solidify it later today. My minor and middle half trends are literally the same level. And I don't like that. So the sales are going to be obsolete until we kind of push down a little bit so the half trends can separate themselves. Let's see. Let me either. I thought I just turned all those off. Oh, I must have clicked cancel. Alright, what we looking like? Oh wait. Wait, trenches. Wait. Oh no, 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 no. I'm gonna be fucked. I think I'm in double. Am I in double? Okay, I'm not. But I need for this to shit. Hallelujah. The POC turned neutral right when the bar closed. Like it just pushed down as soon as it turned neutral. I did not. I don't take those trades at all. Hooey. It still worked out, but I'm just, and I thought I was in double entries too. All right. Whoever sees that fat finger trade that took me red, not back break even, hit the space bar on accident. Ooh, I don't think you should be trading when a motherfucker got you fucked up. But at least you back to break even, that's for sure. Yeah. You know, people be acting like people don't have evidence and receipts of certain shit. And it'd be like, are you sure you want to sit here and play with me? Are you sure? Are you? Let me do this real quick. Invalid. POC neutral. Last second. Some of these bars close so freaking fast. I'm just glad I did not get put in double entries. Alright, make sure there's no lingering orders. There's not. We're good. Alright, let's see. Nope, that's gonna be invalidated no matter what. Right? Yeah. I can't take that one. Alright, cool. Give me a second. I'm actually looking through the through TradeZella. Just see, let's see. That was a long. Oh, that's invalid now. That one doesn't count. Let's It's invalid as well. Great. I don't even have any examples. I probably do in my physical journal. I don't have any examples in TradeSeller though of that trade that I lost. Oh wait, I'm dumb. That's only the first page. But I only want to do it on trades that are currently valid though. And I can't really count that because that's not even how I trade anymore. I really don't want to go past July. I don't want to look at anything before July 19th, really July 22nd. Since that's when I started trading this way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at my physical journal. It's cool. This is part of the importance of taking every trade, so you could look in your online journal and see everything you need to see. But I just need to see if I have examples of taking the sale at the overnight low and looking at it wicking through versus it going through the body of the entry candle. Same thing if I was looking for a buy at the overnight high, it wicking versus wicking off of it versus going through the body of it. I'm gonna look at it with that. Probably support and resistance, which honestly, since starting order flow, I don't think I've taken really any trades at the support or resistance levels. If I have, it probably was the major ones. We just haven't really been trading at the support and resistance levels, but I have at least noticed it. Like, I noticed there was a couple of times where there were sales at the buy support levels that were the extended levels, and I do know that it went through the body of the candles and they lost. So we might have to make that a thing. I don't know. Now, I don't feel like I would change anything about like the current open. Basically the opens or the closes probably wouldn't change anything, but the highs and lows I probably would. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see. Let's lock that one so I can remember. All right, I can't take a buy right now. Kind of back at the overnight low. Also, we do have news coming up in a minute, which, all right. Now that we're at the next news event, let me see if the problem is me only having 3 days worth of data on my chart. Oh, what the fuck? Why does it work? Why does it work on the time-based chart, but it doesn't work on the Renkos anymore? Is that correct? 9 a.m. news tomorrow? Yeah. Now that's stupid. Don't I have only 3 days of data over there too? Oh no, that's 7 days. Alright, let's see if I switch it to 3. No. So it's something to do with my Renko chart then. What the fuck? Alright, so this is what I'll do. I'll just keep it on that chart instead. We'll put this over here. Because I need my news, y'all. I almost forgot about the 9:30 news. So even though it's not on the chart that I can see in front of me, at least I have it up there now. So, and at least it will make my news sound to remind me. But I don't know why it's not working on my Renko chart now. After I'm done journaling today, I'm going to put 7 days worth of data back on my charts and see if the news will pop up then. Which that shouldn't even be a thing, but you know. Jeez, will that happen so fast? Damn, that's what I wanted too. I probably wouldn't have gotten filled though. That happened way too fast. Let's see if I would have gotten filled. No fill. Again. That's the name of the game today. It would have actually yeah, I wouldn't have gotten filled. The name of the game is no fills today. And we're pushing towards the session lows, which we started off the session trading at the session highs. That is this very first trade I took. What time is this? I don't know. 8:31 this morning was off of the new session high. Took another trade that broke even right there. It hit a new rotation level that painted while I was in the trade. And reversed. And then we had a divergence trade there for a win, and that was when I sat out of because of how this pushed off of the zone. I didn't have to sit out, but I haven't really started trading that yet. I just wanted to see it work. Sometimes you just need to see it work another time or two. And this was the trade that I lost right there at the overnight low. A sell at the overnight low. Then the break even, and now we're here. There was a couple, I think there was at least 2 trades. This was a no fill. I think there were 2 or 3 trades today where there was a no fill. And make a note to myself real quick so I can remember to look at that. The overnight high and low thing. Alright, we'll look at that later. Interesting. I didn't take that sell because there's a lower low in between two higher highs. So traditionally I don't take that, but I also wonder if it's even a thing anymore. Now that I have rules that are just totally different than the way I was trading before. It might be something else I eventually start tracking. It's no fill Thursday. That's pretty much every day for me. I feel you. Good morning, Apple Jacks. Green barely, but I'll take it. Same here. Good morning, Rio. I was up 163 per account or whatever it said. And then took an L where I took a sell at the overnight low. Basically what I was telling them is I am wondering if, what time is this? 9:14. I'm wondering if it's something where like, all right, you could see the overnight low went through the body of my entry candle. I think when it wicks off, it's fine. But when it goes through the body, I don't think that it's fine. But I don't know because it's not something I've paid attention to. I don't really take a lot of trades at different levels, to be honest with you. It just seems like since I started trading order flow, most of my trades happen in La La Land with nothing really attached to it except maybe my half trend levels. Or like one of the buy or sell rotation levels or something. But that's something that I'm going to look at today. That's actually my only loss for the day. Because it kind of makes sense. I mean, any support or resistance level, any support level can come with resistance and vice versa. We know that. But I just have a feeling that when it wicks off, it's a lot different. If it's wicking off of an opposite level, I think it's a lot different than it going through the body of the Renko candle. So I'll just look at that later today. It's really no big deal. No biggie, no biggie. Kind of bouncing between levels or zones. That one's old. This is where we're going to change to an uptrend, but this is the one that changed us to a downtrend. I don't even know where. Probably back here somewhere. Yeah, it's probably here, and we just had an immediate rejection. I think that's it. Something like that. Rio, how goes it? We might see some consolidation unless we break either side. To continue sales, I can't really sell until we break 875. And then, or obviously if we break up instead and we can start looking for buys, but kind of sore. I'm trying to figure out if I want to lift weights again today. I did it on Tuesday. I only did one set. I prefer to have 2 days in between weightlifting. So I think I'm just going to walk my mile today, 1.25 miles. And lift weights tomorrow. I'm going to do only one set again tomorrow though, because I need to ease my way back into it. And then next week I'll start 2 sets again. I do like 10 exercises since I say it's full body, but it's mainly just abs and lower body basically. Applejacks. Not who the fuck are you? That's hilarious. Is he not a trader, or is he like just getting into it, or did you not even know that he pays attention? Got two PAs at payout threshold, and today is the 10th trading day. Ah. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations on getting on the payout. Are you gonna just let them sit until the first, or are you going to continue trading them? Yeah, it's basically in a place where I can't really trade right now. I don't trade taps of zones. So we gotta break either way. Mother of four gunned down in Atlanta just months after a younger sister was shot and killed. 32. 27-second video clip from a Ring camera security system which allegedly captured the deadly shooting. The video is too graphic to show, but what you'll see is a tall figure who appeared to be dressed in all white, wearing a hooded sweatshirt, walking up to her, standing outside a home. You hear her in the video saying, "Please, I don't." As she's pleading with the individual, you see the person raise his hand and shoot at point blank range. The person fired at least 10 shots even after she collapsed before the person ran out of frame down the driveway. Believes the suspect is a man who she was previously involved with and hopes police can catch him before any other innocent victim's life is taken. She leaves behind 4 children, 13, 9, 11, and 6. Her sister was just killed in a shooting months ago. By a 16-year-old. The family said the 2 shootings were not connected. That is terrible. Hearing her helpless breathing at the end gave me chills. Alright, we're moving, but we're not really moving. Where did my market analyzer go? Right here. Cool. I want to see this. Alright. I want to see us first break 880.75, and then I need us to break 875.25. We gotta break that upside pressure level. Breaking 880.75 will put my middle half trend back in the correct direction, because right now it's a buy while the other 2 are sales. So I need them all to be correlated for me to get into sales. Or we can just keep rejecting. We just keep doing the bankhead bounce off of the zones. Alright, apparently it was Fastest text back in a minute. Ah. It's the fucking for me. Applejacks, the fact that he knew how to get a text back quick from you is hilarious. Oh my god, I'm so weak. But let them sit. I consider doing a payout strat. I don't know with them. Yeah, I mean, in the video trenches, they did say something about like if you hit the payout threshold and you just let your account sit, that you could be denied payout for it. Now, number one, is it in our agreements? Because I don't see that. Number two, I haven't seen anybody get denied for it, but the fact that y'all would see it as a withdrawal strategy is like, you shouldn't have payout windows. So it might be best to continue trading them, but like I said, I ain't seen nobody get denied for it yet, so. But you just never know with these people. You never fucking know. Hopefully I can request another payout from. The way y'all be talking about top step payouts, y'all got me wanting to. But I told y'all, I don't really care right now, because once I get to payout status, my first payout with Apex, then I'll start looking at another company, which it'll probably be Top Step. I know for sure it would never be my funded futures. It's just something about them. I don't. Top Step was a company that my friend who trades heard of first. I heard of You Profit first. So I would put a lot more faith in Top Step than I would probably most companies out here, but yeah, that'll probably be something that I do in the future. And I wouldn't be able to trade my funded futures anyway, because they have the rule about how long you have to stay in trades. And my trades last 5 seconds. I'm not holding it for 20 just to make you happy. And I'm not going to change my take profit to, I think they want it to be 20 ticks or 22 ticks, whatever it is. I think it's 20. Well, my strategy is 18, and I'm not holding it for another 2 ticks for it to possibly come back and hit my break even. I'm just not. So that would not be the company for me. All right, so even though we pushed through, we really didn't. We rejected as soon as the middle half trend changed to a downtrend right here at this line. We rejected pretty much immediately off of this upside pressure line. So I again can't take sales, especially now because we're above this changeover line. And we're trading back at the same zone that changed us to a downtrend. So I gotta see a trade below here. We haven't even technically broken here because it's still a blue line and it hasn't changed to red. So now we are. I got a long way to the first. Yeah, isn't Apex running? Oh yeah, I did forget. I did read that this morning till the 27th. I'll change it. I woke up late. Well, actually I woke up on time, but I kept snoozing, so I didn't have time to fix it. But I'll change it in a second. Join the light. That is Top Step. I might. I'm mad. You mad I laughed that hard? Well, it is kind of funny. FTT ain't bad. That's fast track trading, right? Or whatever. Fast track. But I don't know. The only person, well, besides you, Nacho, I have seen the guy, what is his name? Damn Good Trading, I think. I think he's the one that's been on YouTube kind of going crazy with Fast Track. Because that's the company that they don't accept credit cards and stuff, right? Yeah, I'm going to look at different companies. I mean, until Apex gets rid of the payout window, until And you guys know, like, not from a defending the company standpoint, I've always said I understand why they're requiring videos and stuff like that. Um, like I get it, but yeah. Until the payout process is quicker, like to wait 2 weeks to be denied for whatever reason is a little insane. So I definitely want to have another company kind of in my back pocket. We'll see. Usually trade the past PA after the approval. Yeah. Like, why y'all deny me? I didn't see any good trades anymore. So you mean to tell me, sir, that you got trades every single day and you haven't found a trade in the last 9 days? Okay. They need to allow you to trade more than 3 evals at a time. Which one? Oh, Top Step. FTT just has a 20% consistency rule and that's it. Yeah. Which is not, honestly, that's not bad. And I understand the pricing being a little bit more expensive, or a lot more expensive, since you are just going straight to fund it. So I get it. You could do 5 now. Anyone know who is getting the $2 million payout for Apex? Yeah, not damn good, Kyle. Yeah, that's the guy. What is his name on Twitter? I thought the $2 million payout was Kane, Trader Kane, I think. Not Nacho. Yes, Nacho is your sugar daddy, baby. You want a sugar daddy? That's Nacho. Nacho is the $1,000,000 in 17 trading days. So if you want a sugar daddy, that's the way you want to go. Where are you at on your fast track accounts, Nacho? They will soon. I think you're talking about fast track allowing credit cards, I think. Is there a discount on certain evals? I'm confused. I didn't even watch the video, but I think it's just 80% off. And then you have the special pricing for the higher accounts again. I mean, it's obvious most people don't trade the higher accounts unless I think they just get a lot of business from that special pricing that they did. Let's see, 80% off special eval pricing on large eval sizes, $40 resets, 1 day to pass, $85 lifetime PA fees. I'll go watch the video real quick. Don't you worry.
Hey everybody, John with Apex Trader Funding here, coming at you with some big news. You guys have been asking for a little bit of a different sale.
Of course they have, because 71% is not okay. Alright, hold on. I gotta open it in the app.
Hey everybody, John with Apex Trader Funding.
Alright, we're just gonna fast forward this.
Stay tuned for that.
Oh, they got $1 million payout, $2 million payout.
This too, we're just starting right. We'll do 8.
Alright, so it looks like 80% off any eval account, first month and recurring. $40 resets for TDV and Rhythmic, 1 day to pass. The 150, 250, and 300K accounts are $250. Oh, at 80% off, they're $50. Sorry. The lifetime PA fees for the 150, 250, and 300K are all only $85. That's good until September 15th.
That's a great time to look at getting multiple accounts.
There you go. That's the sale. Alright, we gotta change again. We've just kind of been basically in a place where I couldn't trade. we're still really in a place where I can't trade right now, so. Wondering who was getting the 2 million. 40 PAs with fast track trading. Yeah, $85 lifetime for the larger accounts. Basically like they did last time. The 40 accounts is crazy. I wonder like what kind of backing they have. Because companies like that scare me a little bit. They scare me a little bit because it's like, well, what happens when you get all the good traders that come over and just, can they wipe you clean? So yeah, I wonder if it's the guy Trader Kane, because like a day or two ago, I think, was this his daily P&L? I feel like he made like $52,000 or something ridiculous across each of the 20 accounts because he put that he had $1 million day. And last I checked, the last time let me see, because the last time he posted his P&L, I feel like he had $2 million in his accounts. I can't find it now. Oh, here it goes. On August 9th, he posted that he had $2 million in his accounts in 58 trading days, and that included a $240K payout. And he showed a screenshot, but I feel like that was the last time he showed a screenshot of his accounts. And I feel like I went in his comment section of one of his posts or in the replies or whatever on Twitter. I feel like he said that he basically is just now trading 5 minis per trade, no matter what or something. I don't know. Killing your discount code today. Oh, thank you, Janelle. Thank you for using my code KeAmber. 20 LLC, 20 personal. I saw that he made $1 million day. Yeah, that's insane. Because at first when I saw it, I was like, oh, he's showing that he has like $52,000 balance in each one. But no, that was his daily P&L for the day. Yeah. And all these people are like, is Apex gonna pay you out? Blah blah blah. I'm like, well, if they do, they are definitely, he's done for, baby. You're out of sim. Take your money and out of here. But I'm actually surprised that they allowed him to build up his accounts to that much. Because honestly, I would have thought that by the time that system triggered that he had $1 million sitting in the accounts, that they would just pay him out, ask him to go to live, probably deny it, and just go. All right, we're going to reach a I can't trade again zone, which is where it's at right now. All right, we got 45 minutes left. Today has not really been a bad session. When was the last time I was even able to trade? My last trade was at 922. But that was the trade that I got out of because the POC changed neutral. So 914 was my last trade. I did have a trade where I didn't get filled though. And then we had a 1 bar pullback that I didn't even put the entry in for, but it would have been a no fill anyway. So yeah. This has probably been the first time in a long time where I have so many trades that are no fills for the day. But so far, I've taken 5 trades, 2 wins, a loss, and 2 break even. If I'm going to be able to buy, we have to trade above this yellow line I have drawn here. Otherwise, we're going to have to break down here somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, this this initial rejection could just use this zone as resistance and just push down, but we'll see. We'll wait for price to tell us what it wants to do. Arcane and Apex, why let him keep going? I don't know. I feel like maybe they thought he would blow his accounts or something. I don't know. But it's clear he knows what he's doing, baby. He's not going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Oh, it looks like he has a student. I think, no, maybe this isn't a student of his because this person's tag is Wall Street ICT, so maybe not. But he did repost something where somebody got a $13,000 payout from Apex. They're requesting another $14,000 payout soon. And they said 7 of their $50,000 accounts are up $35,000 in profit total. Ah, okay. We have a breakout. I love to see it. What is that, 45? So I told you guys I got rid of one of my pullbacks, which is this one, the lower low to higher high to higher low combo, because I just couldn't really find anything consistent with it yet. And like I told you guys a couple of days ago, I used to not trade it at all. But when I started trading order flow, I decided, let me see if I can find a consistent order flow pattern with it. And I really haven't been able to find it just yet. I have a hunch, and we'll see if it ends up playing out right here. I'll see, but it depends on how we reject off this overnight low though, because if we push off of it, it's not going to be valid. But I did decide Monday that I would track it again because I just have a feeling that this is like literally only one way I can trade it. So we'll see. I think he's number 4 on the top step leaderboard. Yeah, he is. The last time he posted on Twitter, I don't even have like a real Twitter account, but there's a couple of people that I just have in my search bar. Yeah, when he posted 2 days ago, he was number 3. And what's the guy? Lanto Trades? Lanto? Lanto was number 4. Has TVM hit the $1 million status yet? I don't think so. Somebody, I think, posted in Nutty's stream yesterday that I guess he might have lost like $1,000 per account yesterday. TBM did. But he didn't, I'm pretty sure when I looked last night, he didn't post a recap yesterday. No, he didn't. Oh, wait, maybe you did. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, he didn't. This was from August 20th. And he usually will post when he has a losing trade, so. But it looks like he hasn't really been consistent with his posting recaps lately anyway. Alright. Yeah, so this one I can't even track because of the way we pushed off there, but. Yeah, but I don't think I've ever seen it. I appreciate you referring me to more that order flow strat is the truth. See, Janelle? I'm happy it's working out for you. You're welcome, girl. That's what the community building is all about. And you might have some people that feel like it doesn't work for them, but hey, if you can incorporate it with whatever you're doing already and it works out, look, do it. Do it. But I'm happy it's working out for you though. Only watch Umar because he finds. Look, whatever works, whatever gets you there. He's been in a slump. New trader, are you talking about Matt? Alpine has been striking out lately as well. Yeah. I think he said this is going to be August will be the first month where he doesn't have payouts. It's like his first month in like 15 months or something. Something like that. I'm going to tell you guys what's crazy. So, you guys know, like, I've been watching Alpine for a while. He's one of the first live streamers that I actually started watching. And lately, all he's been talking about is how his favorite setup is traps. And sometimes I would have him like playing in the background while I'm journaling or something like that. So I won't really all the way be paying attention. But one day I was paying attention to what he was saying, and he drew what he meant by traps, like what he's looking for in his setup. And oddly enough, what he's doing with the traps, or what he's attempting to do, is literally my favorite divergence trade that I take. My favorite counter trend divergence trade. No, actually, it's not the counter trend divergence. What he's doing is when I do divergence pullbacks to my middle or major half trend levels, that's his traps that he's doing. And it's literally one of my the counter trend alternate divergence trade that I take is one of my favorites. And the divergence trades at my half trend levels are my favorites as well. And that's literally what he's doing. And I didn't realize it until I saw him draw it out, and I was like, oh. But what I really think would help him with this trap strategy is if he traded an order flow version of it. Because the thought process behind it makes sense, right? Now I can see it a lot clearer on my Renko bars than he can on time-based candles, but when you look at it on the time-based candles, that's literally what he draws out. But I think if he traded the order flow version of it, he probably would fare so much better. I think he would. Because if you're getting into a buy because you're trying to trap the sellers, how do you know the sellers are even trapped? The sellers might not even be in control for you to attempt to trap them, if that makes sense. But I get it. I was like, oh my God, that's exactly what I like to do. Yep. Mm-hmm. That new Porsche's paid in full. He's not worried. Alpine is still up like over 300. Exactly. He's doing amazing. And I commend him for, first of all, he had to make changes to his entire strategy, right? Just out of nowhere. So for him to be able to make those changes the way that he did, I commend him for it. I really do. I do. Let's see. We have a... Nope. Now it changed. Stop changing back and forth. Oh shit, I can't take it now. You bastard. Well, I was gonna take this buy, but I can't now. Oh, well, we just completely rejected anyway. Well, you know what? Do what you want. Do what you want, market. Missed that entry actually. Yep. I waited all this time just to miss the entry. I missed it while I was looking down to make sure what I was looking for was what I was looking for. Fuck. But it's cool though. I can't be mad. I'm telling y'all, once I get these rules hammered into my head, I'll be fine. But until then, I'm gonna miss shit. It is what it is. I wasn't even worried about like the whole crossover here into the new trend. Didn't care. But I had to keep like double checking to make sure I wasn't missing anything, and I wasn't. Now, would I've gotten filled? Yeah. Definitely would have gotten filled. It's crazy because most of my trades today have been counter trend divergence trades. Interesting enough. Oddly enough. And that's the divergence trade that I like the most. Because it doesn't have as many rules to it. But like I said, I had to just make sure. What I was trying to make sure was that I had a change in my minor trend, which I should have known because that's a pretty big fucking swing. But yeah, so that was just dumb. And that's the only counter trend divergence that I can take when we have a bias change, is when we go from a higher low to a higher high and go to a lower low. So the transition from a higher high to a lower low is the only reason I could take that counter trend divergence with the bias change. And that was a perfect setup too. Perfect. I agree. Order flow would definitely benefit. Yeah, it would. I'm green in some place and bleeding in one. Why are you bleeding in that one? Applejacks don't stew in anger. I legit just missed it. Give me like at least 2 weeks to not miss trades. At least 2. Especially since now I feel like everything's set. I don't even think I have any more question marks on my cheat sheet. There's nothing else for me to even think about with anything. Everything is set. The only thing that I want to look at is what I said earlier. The sales at overnight lows, buys at overnight highs, and how the levels go through my entry bar, whether it's the wick or the body. I know the wick works, but going through the body, I need to look at. This one PA I've been trading alone is getting his ass whooped down 2K on the week. Ouchie. Yes, please hit the like button. Good morning, online safety. Are you coming in peace this morning? Or do we got beef? No, good morning. 2 weeks of rest for me. When this is over, I better not. No, I'm still going to allow you to stew in anger though. Because if it's not a genuine miss, like you saw, I was looking down at my cheat sheet to make sure I wasn't missing anything. If it's something where I'm like, oh, I'm just sitting out because like, and there's no reason, you get to stew. And I will be honest and tell you when. Don't worry. But I've been pretty good this week of like making sure that anything that I have no question marks next to, I go ahead and I execute. You know, and if it's something where I lose like earlier with the sell at the overnight low, if I lose at something like that, I can always go back and look. And it might be something where that's one of the only times that it happens, or maybe I don't even have examples. I don't know. I won't know until I go through my physical journal. But I just want to execute every trade, or at least attempt to. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. I do want to show you guys an update on my TradeZella. Mainly just the playbooks because I now have them like completely finished. And I want to show y'all something. Alright, so I want to do it trades, I think. All right, because I'm in a place where I can't trade right now. So the biggest reason why I wanted to put the playbooks together, and obviously there would be way more data in here if I actually put like missed trades, but these are only trades that I've executed, and this is trades that I've executed since I switched to order flow. There are no trades in here that don't have to do with order flow. I still have them in TradeZilla, but I don't have them in any of the playbooks because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't match the order flow way that I trade now. So what I'm most proud about, honestly, is all of the studying that I do to make adjustments because we didn't really back test like that. So to be able to take all the trades that I've taken over the last month and, make adjustments, and I go back, and when it's now invalid, I'll put it here. Like, those trades take up 54 trades, okay, out of, I don't really know the total number, but look at the low win rate. And of course, obviously with the low win rate, we have a negative P&L, right? But then look at all the trades that are valid based on the rules that I have now, and look at the win percentages and the net P&L. So this is pullbacks to my minor half trend. This is my favorite counter trend divergence. This is divergence at my middle half trend, which this one and this one are the order flow versions of what Alpine is doing. So I kind of broke it up into, and VDA means, so I trade volume divergence, so that's VD, and then the A is alternate, so that means when it's, so VD is more like you have the higher high, higher low, higher high combo. VDA means that it started off with the lower high and it ends with a higher high, basically. It doesn't really matter what's in the middle of it. But this is what I'm most happy about, is that when I'm trading the way I'm supposed to, and now with the adjustments that I've made, I'm seeing a super positive, it's a positive expectancy now, which I'm happy about. And then if I show you guys the calendar, y'all know I went on a little, so I started off really good. Starting here, July 19th is the first day I started trading order flow. We were really good. So in those, 2 weeks, I only had this red day and that was it. So in the first 2 weeks, I only had one red day. But then we started having some red days or whatever, which this is when like volatility was a little crazy this particular week. That's why I didn't trade those 2 days or whatever. So I had more red days in here this month than I would have liked. However, it was trades that helped me to realize that there were adjustments that I needed to make because I just didn't pay attention to those examples, or I didn't have enough examples of certain things. But now we're back green so far. Don't know how today is going to end, but yeah, like I've seen such a huge difference. That's June. Look at the start of July. Literally red and break even every single day the first part of July until I switched to order flow. What? Yeah. So happy is an understatement. And that's why I'm okay with those few red days in there, because sometimes you just need that, because you need to realize that like, yo, you're not all the way ready yet. You're almost there, but you need to go back and look at these couple of things. And like I said, whenever I have losses, I always go back and look to see if it's something that I can mitigate in the future. And if it's something where I'm not going to be able to mitigate it, it's cool. Like the trade I took today, when I go back and I look at those specific examples, I might find out that that's just the time that it just loses, and it's fine. I don't care about being 100%, but I definitely want to be as high of a win percentage as I can be, which is really important, especially with me having a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. You know, the more 1-to-1 or the more negative your risk to reward ratio, the higher your win-loss ratio has to be. And I don't want to put that much pressure on myself. I just don't. I don't, and I won't. But yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm trying. This has been a long journey, okay? A very long, frustrating journey, but I feel like the change to volume was great. The change to when I switched to POC trading was great. But that switch to order flow was everything I needed. Everything. And what I told you guys, what I was always most afraid of with switching to order flow was information overload. That's why when I first started trading with the POC, I was paying attention. I had the indicator where it didn't show me. Well, I could put the profile on there, but I didn't care about the profile. I just cared about the POC being there. But it never showed me who was in control in the POC, but it showed me the who was in control in the rest of the volume profile. So it was like, but I've made this indicator from Ninja, I've made it to where I don't deal with, there's no information overload here. I only still care about the POC. I don't see all the numbers. I made sure that, the profile is combined so I don't see red and blue inside the same tick level. Like, I've still made it to where I don't have information overload. And that's what was most important to me, because I'll overanalyze every damn thing. Okay, I know myself. So I was like, how can I simplify this? I only want to see numbers if there's what they consider a strong number, which is basically an imbalance of more than 50 volume, which doesn't sound like a lot, but on Renko's it kind of is, because it's, it's per tick, and I don't have very many ticks in the candle to begin with. But that was probably the best decision I've ever made, honestly, was switching to order flow. For real. For real. All right, so no trade here. I'm just really kind of waiting for something to set up properly. And with us trading now, creating new session lows, it's a little iffy as to whether I'll get it set up, but we'll sit back and see. We will. Under 850. Okay, you went from 2K to under 850. You moving in the right direction. Go crazy then. We going to the beach. Period. Meet up. Up 2160 on 4 accounts. Past 2 evals. I'm done for the day. Nice. Janelle, baby girl. Y'all have all been on a roll. I'm not gonna lie. All of y'all. And I'm proud of y'all, and I'm happy. I'm happy that we get to celebrate each other. I feel like every day somebody is coming in here with good news. And even when we don't have the best news, just the fact that we can support each other through it. I love that. Y'all, why my best friend, the one who trades, I probably haven't talked to him in like a week and a half, maybe. I had to call him yesterday because I'm sitting here. I don't remember what I was doing. But I get a notification from YouTube that this fool commented on one of my videos with like the look and eye emojis. I called him. I was like, if you wanted me to call you, just say that. What are you doing on my YouTube? He's like, I had to go check in on you. Boy, if you don't call or text me, stop playing with me. But we were talking about trading stuff. He wants to start back trading so bad. But he started a new position where I think his day starts at like 6 o'clock in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. And he prefers, obviously, to trade the New York session. So, yeah, he's not the happiest about it. But I do know that at some point he's going to get back into trading. I'm going to make him. Because he was a very good trader. He's traded different ways before. Like, he's traded Wyckoff. I believe it's called Wyckoff. He's traded the two-legged pullback, which y'all know is my enemy. I hate two-legged pullbacks. I hate it. I literally hate it. I hate it. But I wanted so bad for it to work for me, and that's why I bought the Trade Devils indicator for it, because I was like, look, the least I can do if I'm going to make this work for me is buy an indicator to where, kind of like my chart trader, where I could just tell it, hey, get in at the close of this and just do what you do. But baby, I hate the two-legged pullback, and it's probably mainly because of the negative risk to reward. I don't know, possibly, but I just hate it. And I think it's also because the two-legged pullback is one of those strategies where there's so much discretion that you need, and everybody looks at the chart so differently. I'm still in groups where people primarily trade that, and you still have people who will post pictures like, hey, I took this trade. Why do you think it doesn't work out? And 10 people will give you 10 different reasons. I hate it. I hate it. Like, if it could be so many different reasons like that, why are you trading it? I feel like with stuff like that, you'll never fully master it because there's just too much that goes into it. Too much. Oh, do we take this? Uh, Applejacks, you don't get to stew. 2.6. Hopefully it just doesn't set up. Okay, yeah. Because I didn't really want to take that sale, honestly. I mean, I would have had to break even at the session low, which was already a problem. But also, that's a setup that I haven't started taking live yet. It's one of my old faithfuls, but I just haven't started taking it yet. So thankfully, you don't have to stew, my darling. Oh, the market is under 850. It's dead. You're so hungry. I'm surprisingly not for the first time in a while. It's probably because I ate some chips at almost midnight, which I don't normally do, but I just wanted to see if it would affect my energy level this morning. And it's chips, and I probably shouldn't have ate that, but I wasn't as tired this morning. I told y'all I started eating dinner at like 8, somewhere between 8 and 9, maybe 9:30 being the latest, and I feel like I have no energy levels in the morning at all. Like, my energy is dead until, and I was telling my grandma yesterday that, and I told y'all I think it's my blood sugar being so low because I fast. But it's amazing how as soon as I'm making my food to break my fast at in the morning, whatever time it may be, it's crazy because I can literally, like, let's say I'm making my smoothie and I just lick the spoon from the peanut butter that I put in it. Within legit maybe a minute or so, it's like all of my energy comes back. All of it. All of it. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I gotta figure it out because it's ghetto. It's very ghetto. I don't like it. I don't. Alright, that's not a valid trade. That sale wasn't valid. But I gotta figure it out. I have some time, but dang, I don't feel like eating it. I'm gonna eat my leftover catfish nuggets from yesterday. So I went to my best friend's house, and of course her suggestion was that we split a catfish nugget plate. Baby, I need leftovers because it's almost the weekend. So when I came, she was like, wait, you got two? She was like, you wanted leftovers, didn't you? I said, you know I did. But she opened up that thing and she said, oh my God. I said, I told you it's so much food for $13. She was like, I'm not even going to be able to eat half of this. I said, don't worry. So it was crazy because she had left to get her husband some food when I was on my way. And before she did, I was like, well, I bought you a whole order. So if he eats catfish nuggets, then y'all could just share it. She was like, no, she was like, no, it's okay. It's cool. And literally when she opened that up, he was like, oh yeah, that's too much food for you. Let me go ahead and take a couple of these. And he was like, man, this is good. Where you say this from? But yeah, we had us a good little time. I ended up leaving like around 9:30 because her baby, how old is he? He's like almost 1.5. But I guess they're usually like really, really quiet in the house when he's sleeping. So I think he just heard her voice a couple of times while we were talking, because it was a couple of times she got a little loud in conversation, and he woke up screaming, crying. So after like the second or third time, I was like, I'm just gonna go. Your baby needs some sleep. And obviously we are distracting him and disturbing his peace. So I'm gonna go. But we had a good little time though. It's really only one reason sellers took over or buyers took over. Yep. Chick-fil-A last night with an internal agreement to run 2 miles after work. If I don't make it back here, y'all know. Applejack, shut up. I'm weak. Now, I'm not going to run my mile today. I'm still going to definitely walk, but I'm going to walk today, though. Yesterday was a nice little break off, but I have to figure out what time I'm going to go because, baby, I don't mind sweating. That ain't really no big deal, but she don't really like being outside like that. I don't. I really don't. All right. We might get a trade here. Let's see. Except I kind of want to get... not really. First of all, I don't want this level going through the body of the candle, which is what it's about to do. So that invalidates that. I knew it. I knew it. I told y'all once we got to continuing to make session lows, I'm probably not going to have trades. I just know how my setups work like that. I can take divergence off of the session lows, though. Has to be very specific. It either needs to be my alternate divergence or it could be regular divergence like this, but basically I always need the POC to be in the wick of the candle, and the volume has to match my trade direction, which it did here, but I don't like taking counter trend divergence where a level like this goes through the body of the candle. So that's that. But yeah, mainly around the session highs and lows, I'm going to mainly be taking divergence trades, not pullbacks, going back towards the levels. It's too hot. Yeah, it's too hot. It's too hot. Yeah, I was disturbing his sleep. And baby, when she brought him downstairs, and before I was leaving, she was like, I don't want to turn on the light because I don't want him to be too awake. But he was just staring at me like, why is you in my house? And he was also staring at me like, Mama, why you tell me she was here? We could have been playing. Nah, baby, you need to be asleep. But yeah, it's just too hot, Amelia. I can't. And the thing is, I only walk 1.25 miles, so I'm only out there for like maybe 20 minutes, which is not really that big of a deal. And I don't mind working up a little sweat. But if I can help it, I would rather just not. I would rather not. I've also been noticing that I don't think I like counter trend divergence with a level attached to it unless it's the VWAP. At least I don't like it if the POC is opposite my trade direction. And I only thought about that because we're nearing the what is this? It's probably the first support. No, this is the second support level, which also is the prior low. Alright, let's see, 992. There's already too much volume in this. Yeah, the market is bleeding. We got a back to school bash to go to at 2:30. That should be fun. I'm so mad I missed those two trades today, though. I would be super green and I would be happy. I'm still going to be happy with the green. I'm never going to be unappreciative or ungrateful because, baby, green is green. But just wait till these rules are hammered in my head and I don't have to look down so much. Applejax, I'm gonna let you know right now if this trade sets up, I'm not taking it because I have not started taking these live and I don't feel comfortable yet. Oh wait, now it just invalidated itself anyway. Never mind, no worries. Never mind. No stewing. No stewing. It invalidated itself. The POC stayed on above 785.50, it would have been valid, but it dropped below. And there would have been the loss. So was my last valid trade that counter trend divergence when the bias changed to a downtrend? I'm pretty sure. Yep, that was at 10:10. You're bleeding. This is divergence that I can take. I'm just kind of waiting to see if it'll actually show itself. That is, I almost feel scared to take it, but that's a pretty big bleed there. If we end up break even, it is what it is. I'll be okay with it. It follows my rules. Oh, you're gonna do that? It came one tick from moving my stop loss to break even. But you know what? I took the trade. It is. I don't have rules like if it bleeds so far, you can't take the trade. I don't have any rules like that. So it is what it is. But it literally came one tick from moving my stop loss to break even. So we end up break even for the day. I'm cool with it. I am cool with it. And I think I just... Damn it. I actually just missed this buy right here. I don't know if I would have gotten filled. Probably not. I missed the double bottom divergence too. So the first one lost, obviously. But then there was a second trade that set up properly. But the chances of me getting filled when this bar came down is very highly unlikely. 14. I might have been. There's a possibility. There was like 0.15 seconds between the bars, so probably not. Probably not. But I took it. I could have just secured the green and said F it, but I don't want to do that. I told y'all I don't want to do that because I need the trades in my trade journal. I'd rather be red or break even and have the trades in my trade journal than not, because it just takes too long to go through my physical one. If they're in my online one, I would have no problem when I need to do trade reviews and stuff. But it was risky because of how much we bled. But again, I don't have rules that say anything about that. So, gotta chance it. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. I wonder, let me see something real quick. Is that a color? It was. Oh, this is crazy. This is insane. We held over 760 the last 2 days. If we give that up. Oh yeah, that's gone. I'm just now seeing your messages. That's definitely gone. I really wish I would have. I was looking at this last night, but I haven't figured it out just yet. But when we're trading at the session high or low, the entry bar creates a new high or low, and it also is on that previous low, like the prime high or low. I haven't figured out exactly how I want to trade that yet. I have a hunch, and that way that just set up was my hunch, but I'm not all the way for sure just yet, so I didn't want to take it. It didn't really make sense to. All right, we're done for the day anyway. But yeah, I could have possibly gotten back green with this buy right here. Let me see if I would have gotten filled though. Because I feel like I really only like it like that if it's a double bottom or double top end, which it was not. So I don't know. But all right, so we're done for the day. I was really nicely green, but those two losses put me break even, which is fine. I took 6 trades, 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 break evens. Had a couple of trades that I missed out on, and a couple of trades where we didn't get filled on the entry or whatever. Let me show you guys the accounts dashboard real quick. What? Did I not get filled on one of these or something? Oh, hell. Y'all, I didn't even realize my P&L is different. What the fuck happened? How am I still green on the follower? I don't even know what happened. Hold on. What? I just opened this up like, is this wrong? What happened? Okay, well, somehow, some way, I'm only break even on my leader, and the follower is somehow, some way positive, but we're not going to be upset because it's a good thing, but I don't know how that happened. I'm going to go look real quick. But yeah, just started this account on Monday. I'm up $200. That's great because we started off the week down 290 something, if I'm not mistaken, on this account. Yeah, Monday I was down 291 starting off this account, so we're almost back at full drawdown. However, comma, how did that happen? Oh, okay, so it looks like my follower on the very last trade, I got filled like a point into that reversal bar. So I ended up taking profit on that one actually. So on this trade right here, I didn't get stopped out. I got filled down here, so it ended up taking profit while the leader, and that's why I like the order. Well, it's not good sometimes, but that's because it's on orders mode, not executions mode. So my follower had its own limit orders, and I ended up getting saved. Great. I'm still going to make sure I count it as a loss in my trade journal though, but yeah, whatever. No, it didn't go opposite. Nope. That's actually what I thought happened, but no, it didn't go opposite actually. So if I go here, so that's what I was afraid of. But you could see that this is the leader and this is the follower, and I was into a buy. So my buy was supposed to be at 46, but I got filled at 45 on the follower. So that's how we hit the TP. Whatever. I'll take it. I'll fucking take it, okay? Your thinkorswim is frozen. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with it. I know TradeAway had issues a couple of days ago where the data wasn't showing properly. Applejacks, why you ain't coming here and talk about them TradeAway issues? But yes, that account is nice and green, thank goodness. So yeah, not a horrible day. Like I said, the biggest thing is just missing a couple of trades, which is no big deal. We're okay with that at this moment. Now in 2 weeks I'm not going to be okay with missing trades anymore, but still overall positive. The biggest thing is I don't really want to incorporate rules of like, oh, if we drop a certain amount, then don't take the counter trend divergence. I don't really want to do that. And honestly, it only screwed me over by 1 tick. If we went up 1 more tick in this trade, my stop loss would have moved to break even. So then it's a question of, do we just take this L, or is it something where we think about possibly moving the stop loss to break even after 15 ticks instead of 16? So that's something that I'll keep in mind and I'll make note of. Like I already have a thought of possibly increasing my stop loss and take profit to 19 ticks instead of 18, but I don't think that I get stopped out like to the tick often enough for me to care about that. I think we'll just take the L, which is probably what it's going to be with that. I feel like my setups have enough rules for me to remember. I don't want to care about how we trade at session highs and lows with like the percentage of a drop or an increase, or I don't feel like doing all that. If we lose, we lose. It is what it is. At least I took the trade. That's it. My 160-pound baby is feeling much better today. She's being annoying with her Zoomy. Your dog is 160 pounds? Wait, are you talking about your dog? Baby, what kind of dog is that? Janelle, you talking about a dog? Hold on, I gotta stay on long enough to know that you talking about a dog. Cause if that is a dog, baby, that is not no baby. That is a human being. That is a full blown human. What? Alright, executions. Export. I'm gonna make sure, I always make sure when I export my executions for TradeZilla, I do it off the leader so it'll make sure it counts it as a loss for that particular trade. But what? 100 and what kind of dog is that? That dog was a mastiff mix. Not mixed with a dinosaur. I'm a weak. Your cousin had a Great Dane that was bigger than you. Oh my gosh. She came up to your chest. My best friend has a husky. And whenever I visit him, I be having to tell his dog, get your ass off of me. Like, you are too big to be jumping up on me like that. Like, he literally knocks me back a little bit. Like, get off of me. Like, your dog almost weighs as much as I do. And I'm 5'10". I weigh like 172 to 175. I kind of go back and forth in between there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's insane. All right, y'all. I hope that y'all enjoy the rest of y'all days. Y'all day. If you're green, please stay green. And be careful in this market, because I just feel like once that floor fell out, who knows what we're going to deal with for the rest of the day. But I thank you guys for tuning in. I thank you guys all the time for your support. Please remember, it's 80% off with Apex right now. I will change my banner tomorrow just to make sure that it's there. Yeah, she's a mutt I found on my parents. Didn't know she would be that big. Oh, wow. That is crazy. Because, baby, if I would have knew she would have been that big, you might have to stay out there in the wildlife, honey, because that is where you need to be. But, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for the great conversation today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.